Hi, this is Iwona from CNX. In this video, I will demonstrate creating a desktop list inquiry in Nitro Autocode. Nitro Autocode allows you to create useful desktop and mobile apps with no programming. By default, Nitro Autocode opens to create a desktop file maintenance. You can click on the application drawer in the upper left to see the types of apps you can create. For the desktop, you can create a base application, which is just a minimal app structure to get you started, a list inquiry, or a file maintenance app. I'll demonstrate Autocode by showing how to create a desktop list inquiry. There are 4 steps to creating a list inquiry, but only the first and last steps are mandatory. The other steps are optional. First, you need to enter a file name or an SQL statement. If you choose a file name, your inquiry will be limited to the fields in that file. For an SQL statement, you can join multiple files together and generally make your statement as simple or complex as you need. For this demo, I will use the demo CMAST file included in the Valence library. You can choose any file on your system as long as it's in your environment library list. You can move between the steps by clicking Next or Previous, or jump directly to a step by clicking its name or number. Here, Autocode shows you a list of fields in the file. It will select a number of fields by default to show on the grid. There will also be some fields selected for the search functionality. You can select or deselect fields as needed. As an example, I will deselect the year-to-date sales and last activity date fields. I will leave all other fields selected. I'll explain the search field a bit further once this example app is generated. In the next step, you can configure various options for the grid. You can learn more about these options in the Valence Autocode guide. For this example, I will change the sort by to customer name, choose force fit, and include download. In the last step, you can set the name, description, category, and group authority for the new app. In this case, I'll just change the category to examples and leave the defaults for the other options. Then click Save. This completion window gives us some useful information about the newly created app. It is important to know that Autocode has created a standalone user interface and RPG program for this app that I can then go and modify further outside of Autocode. To load the user interface in Central Architect for further development, you would go to this path on your IFS. The RPG program name is AC1001 and it is located in this library and file. Now let's try to run our newly created app from the Launchpad. Here it is in the examples category. You can use Portal Admin to rename the app, choose a better icon, or move it to a different category. So you can see here that the grid shows all the columns I selected, and I can move the columns around, sort by any column, or download the records to an Excel spreadsheet. I can also use the search to find records in any column. For example, if I search for Chicago, you can see that it selects all customers with a city of Chicago, but also selects the record if Chicago is found in the record's name.